surprise appearance. Everything is hunky-dory for Kathy Hilton as the socialite is set to return to Bravo. The housewives reunited to discuss the season's drama, and Hilton dropped by as a surprise. Prepare to feel hunky-dory. Kathy Hilton makes a special appearance during the reunion coming soon. The official Bravo account on Instagram shared alongside a photo of Hilton posing outside of her trailer. Hilton has made sporadic appearances on the Bravo reality series throughout its history, as her sisters Kyle and Kim Richards were original cast members. Paris Hilton's mother joined the show in an official manner as a friend of seasons 11 and 12. After a fallout with her sister Kyle and a feud with her co-star Lisa Rinna, Hilton took a step back and opted not to come back for season 13. Although Hilton didn't film for the Bravo show, she did stay in the NBCU family at large and was featured heavily in Peacock's Paris in Love season 2. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 13 reunion was filmed in LA on Friday, January 26th, and Bravo shared the cast seating chart. Kyle and Sutton Stracke were seated in the coveted seats closest to Andy Cohen. Next to Kyle were Erika Jayne, Dorit Kemsley, and Anne-Marie Wiley. Over on Stracke's couch, Garcelle Bouvet and Crystal Kong Minkoff kept her company. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So these are the questions I have about Kathy being on the reunion. Number one, it better make sense and not be a weird and random nothing burger, because Kathy did not film. So what are you going to talk about, Kathy? So I don't want it to be a stunt situation for the reunion where it's like, oh my God, Kathy's coming back, everybody watch, and it's a big nothing burger. 2, I don't want it to be Kathy defending Kyle in any capacity. Kathy, don't come for Erika. Don't come for Crystal. Don't come for Sutton. Let Kyle deal with it on her own. Now, I've heard that it's really going to be about Kyle and Kathy healing their sisterhood on the reunion. Again, and I love Kathy, and maybe this is an unpopular opinion, I'm confused. We don't need Kathy healing her sister relationship with Kyle at the reunion. If you want to do a spin-off show, if you want to do a special, if you wanted to actually be on the season, cool. But I don't need the reunion to be a time where Kathy Hilton comes to mend things with Kyle when you weren't on the season. I love Kathy. I really like Kathy, but I'm not sure that it makes sense for her to be on the reunion. So I really hope it's not some weird stunt casting that makes 0 sense and she's really just on there to plug a project or to defend Kyle or to have this like sisterly makeup, which it has to be one of those things. I'm leaning towards it's promoting some type of project along with a kumbaya moment between Kyle and Kathy. I don't need it. I don't want it. I want the reunion to be about what happened on the show. I want the reunion to be about these women. I'm so tired of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills basically being like, Iyanna, fix my life. I don't need these family, trauma therapy sessions on every single reunion or that being a storyline in every single show. Go on Iyanna, fix my life. Let Iyanna fix Kim, Kathy, and Kyle and leave us alone on Beverly Hills. I'm over it. I'm tired of it. That's just where I stand. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion. So, Kathy, if you come on, I only want you to be funny, throw some shade, sure, kiki with Kyle, push your little project, and then keep it popping. Other than that, I don't want this stunt casting. If you had been on the show, then yes, I would have wanted you to come. But I want to know what you guys think. Are you looking forward to Kathy being on the reunion, even though she did not appear on this season? Why do you think she's showing up? How do you think the interaction is going to be? Let's see what happens. So let me know what you guys think. Put it down below. And always be sure to like, subscribe, and share. So with that, all right, I'll share one more story and then I'll drop the link. So my prediction for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 13 is that Erika Jayne is going to continue to throw a pity party that nobody RSVP'd to or showed up for. Girl, bye. Sit down and have several seats. So this is according to All About the Real Housewives. It says Erika Jayne is annoyed her co-stars didn't apologize after Diamond Earrings victory. Number one, before we get into the article, it's not a legal victory. What she did, and we'll get a little bit more into it, is they appealed the decision to have the $1 million, 750K earrings, whatever you want to call it, sold at auction. And the judge, that's not necessarily a victory because it doesn't mean that you're right. All it means is that you once again used the legal system to get away with your crimes. The judge basically said we need to go back and make sure that the funds that were used to buy the earrings belonged to the victims. But at the end of the day, that actually doesn't really matter because of the amount of restitution that Tom Girardi would owe to the victims anyway. So that's actually, it doesn't really matter. It's a moot point. And I don't know why she expects the women to cheer for her when all you're doing is what your fraudulent, thug, gross, disgusting husband did, which was bastardize our legal system in order to exploit people and to defraud people. So, Erika, you should not be applauded for this. Really, what you did is disgusting. You wasted time, you wasted energy, you wasted money, you wasted resources, and you're disrespectful as hell to the victims. You're re-traumatizing them and you're re-victimizing them by doing all of this crap and exploiting our legal system because you want to prove a point. And once you prove that point, now you want to cry boo hoo hoo. Nobody is apologizing to me. It's the narcissism for me. It's the delusion for me. Like, Erika, girl, you're not fun, manifest Delulu. You're actually legit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, delusional and narcissistic. I'm not a doctor. I don't diagnose, but you're disgusting. You really thought anybody on God's green earth was going to apologize to you because you re-traumatized victims and you, again, exploited the legal system and wasted money and resources that could have gone to people who actually needed help. There are people who are fighting to keep their children. There are people who are fighting to keep a roof over their head. There are people who are fighting people who defrauded them. And that money and those resources and time could have went to people who actually needed it. But instead, you tied up our legal system to prove a point about $750,000 earrings that you're never getting back anyway, and you expect people to apologize to you? Erika, you can go all the way to hell. All the way to hell for that. Oh, I'm getting heated. Anyway, let's get back. Erika Jayne and Kyle Richards discuss Erika's little, they're calling it a victory. I'm not calling it a victory at all. And how the Pretty Mess singer felt about the cast reaction to the news. During last week's episode of Beverly Hills, Erika shared some news with her co-stars about her much-discussed diamond earrings. While on the cast trip to Barcelona, Erika told her co-stars that a judge concluded there was no proof that her 750K diamond earrings were purchased with client settlement funds by her estranged husband, Tom Girardi. Basically, the court decided that Erika Jayne was entitled to keep the earrings and that they should not have been sold at auction. I don't know if that's 100% true. I think that because again, Erika does plant fake news about her legal stuff. I was under the impression that the judgment was appealed pending finding out where the funds came from. But at this point, that doesn't really matter. When you have defrauded and stolen so much money from people's money and the amount of restitution that you owe your victims, girl, please shut up. Please, please. The earrings were auctioned off last December as part of Tom Girardi's ongoing bankruptcy case. Exactly. The once famed attorney is accused of embezzling millions from his clients via their settlement money. Erika expected her co-stars to celebrate her legal victory or at least apologize for their prior comments about the earrings. Instead, the stars got crickets from her co-stars, which shocked and hurt her. See, again, it's the delusion for me. I don't know, Erika, how you thought anybody would ever apologize to you for what you did and how grimy you moved. You said alleged victims, you said you didn't give a damn about anybody, and you've proved that through how you've moved. Even Tom Girardi's mistress gave back money. He had a long-term mistress. He paid for her law school. He got her judge appointment. She subsequently took a sabbatical from being a judge once everything popped off because she didn't want to, she didn't want to be in the whole mess. Even her, she gave back money and gifts, and I think a vacation home he gave her. So even when the mistress is like, "Yo, listen, this ain't clean. Let me just go." Even if she didn't want to do the right thing, at least for optics in your reputation, do the right thing. Even the mistress gave back money and property and jewelry because that's what you're supposed to do. Even the mistress gave the stuff back. So I'm so confused why Erika Jayne thinks she's entitled to a damn thing. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. It felt really good to actually know that, hey, what I had been saying for a long time was true. I won my appeal for the earrings, which I so joyously told everybody, which fell on deaf ears, Erika said. Girl, winning an appeal doesn't mean that what you said was true. It just means that you, just like your husband, knows how to exploit the legal system to get what you want. He exploited the legal system for decades. That's how he was able to run a almost billion-dollar Ponzi scheme. So Erika, shut up. She noted that she wanted Crystal in particular to hear the news. I think that it's important for Crystal to hear. She was saying something about my earrings in Aspen, Erika said, referencing Crystal's claim that if she were Erika, she would return the earrings over no matter what. Exactly. Let's get real. You're not caring without facts. So what other facts do you have? I wanted to make sure that she knew I had won my appeal. Talk about uneducated. Again, Erika, it's a narcissism and delusion for me. I don't care what you think you won. You were married, or you are married to a thug. You're a thug yourself. Your husband was a criminal. You're a criminal yourself. I'll say alleged. Alleged. He allegedly stole millions and millions and millions of dollars from his clients and victims. And you allegedly profited from that. That's why you still have a $25 million case against you, because they funneled about $25 million of the victim's money into your Pretty Mess LLC. So the fact that you still have no empathy, no acknowledgement of the victims, and you want to boo-hoo over people not apologizing to you for these earrings is delusional. And I bet she throws herself a little pity party at the reunion. And Andy Cohen, I'm looking dead at you. If you have any empathy for Erika, I'm going to need you to be fired. Andy Cohen. I'm looking dead at you. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Let's see what else this article says. Okay. Much more important, Erika said in agreement. On the after show, I don't even care what they said. I loved what Garcelle said in her confessional when this happened on the show. She said, I would have given the same thing Crystal said, I would have given the earrings back no matter what, just to show that I care and just to give something back to the victims. And I agree with that. And the fact that Erika still thinks in her little pea brain and her little Ozempic mind that she is in any way, shape, or form a victim herself blows my mind. Blows it. You're not a victim in any way, shape, or form, Erika. You're not. You are a woman who profited from blood money. You are a woman who still profits from blood money. Who's funding your life now? And don't say it's Bravo. It's those Wells Fargo's account that your husband set up. It's those, old rich white guys that's not your sugar daddies. They're Tom Girardi's friends, in my opinion, who he set up accounts with to funnel you money. Who paid for Bet It on Blonde in Vegas? Who paid for that? Because residencies, Vegas doesn't pay for that. You pay for it as the performer, and then you make back through ticket sales and merchandise. Ask Candace over in Potomac how it works and touring works. Who's paying for your multi-million dollar house? Who's paying for your glam squad and your choreographers and your dancers? Who's paying for your legal team and your publicist? Who's paying for all your cars and your jewelry and all of that stuff? Who's still paying for that? In my opinion, she still has access to a lot of accounts that Tom set up for her. She's still benefiting from blood money. And personally, I think it's disgusting that Bravo NBC gave her a spinoff. Housewife and the Hustler, now on Hulu, part 2, Erika's side. They're under the guise of Erika meeting the victims, but really they're just doing it for profit. Come on. Erika's side, get the hell out of here. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But that's my prediction. I think Erika is still going to be playing victim. I think Kyle's going to be up her butt because Kyle needs someone to have an alliance with. And I think that, unfortunately, Andy Cohen is going to be sympathetic to her because Andy Cohen is always sympathetic towards her. You would think he would have learned his own lesson since he has now been a victim of fraud himself, but I don't think he has. So with that, I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. How do you think this season is going to go and the reunion is going to go? And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. So with that, you guys, I just dropped the link in case anybody wants to come up and chat. If not, I'm going to take a couple of candy cane questions and comments before we head on out. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Okay.